Good morning, Africa. Good morning, Nigeria. Good morning, Akwa Ibom State. Beautiful Saturday morning, and this is Rise and Shine Saturday. We're coming to you live from the beautiful city of Akwa Ibom State, Nigeria. My name is Uyai Aniek, and as you can see, I am reddishly delighted to be here with you this morning.
Good morning, Africa. Good morning, Nigeria. Good morning, our beautiful neighbors here in Akwa Ibom State. My name is Francis Oyima Adet, and as you can see, I am bluishly readily available for you this morning. Welcome to Rise and Shine Saturday. I do hope you all are having a great time this morning because we just want to have fun. That's just why we're here.
Absolutely, absolutely. Just more like kick back on that recline seat, or cover your duvet a little more, get a cup of coffee.
Come on. You're trying to make me regret leaving my bed this morning.
You don't have to. If you didn't leave your bed, we would not be here to be doing Rise and Shine for our lovelies. So, of course, it's the price you got to pay for them to, kick back in their recline seat. But, of course, Rise and Shine Saturday Entertainment, Amebo by Francis, Gist by me, Laughter by me. If I see one or two persons that crack joke on their head, we all laugh together, and it's going to be a beautiful Saturday morning. But of course, I would like for you to follow us across all social media platforms. You can't just watch us only on TV. What if you need to get on the go? You need to know that we are live on YouTube even now. We are live on Facebook. We have detailed short stories across different news issues on our Twitter handle, or should I call it X, at SpectrumTv online. On our website, www.spectrumtv.ng. You have a full download of how Spectrum Television runs. You need to get on there and let's get this working. Thank you to every one of you who makes Spectrum Television shine. Thank you for being a part of Rise and Shine. I am very, very delighted to be doing this live with you. Trust me, I am.
Well, I'm equally excited, always excited, but she made a little bit of, shifting the Amebo part to me. We all know who is responsible for Amebo on this set.
I don't like Amebo. I'm like, is that what
really?
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yes.
So you don't mean it.
You people are going to be the judge this morning. Just watch out for who's going to be in the van. But yeah, talking entertainment. Did I have a biggest entertainment this week? I doubt. Nah, I didn't have.
I think I did. And that would be yours truly, Davido spoiling himself for the success of his timeless album. That is it for me. That was it for me. I mean, we know Davido has been big on investing in people, spending on people, charity, and all of that. So for me to, actually sit down and know that, hey, dude spend that much money on a pendant. Oh my goodness. I was literally like, okay, he deserves it.
On a pendant.
Yeah, he deserves it.
On a pendant.
No. Is it easy? Is it easy?
Well, first of all, it's Davido's money. Second of all, we all have the kinds of things that can make us spend that kind of money. Yours might not be pendants, it might not be jewelry, it might be anything else, but I will not tell you what mine will be.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
I won't tell you what mine.
Very soon you're going to tell us so.
What's yours?
Very soon you're going to tell us.
Two things that can make me spend that amount of money is going to be either a Mercedes, or Mercedes perfumes or clothes.
Mercedes perfume or clothes. Mercedes perfume or clothes. Okay, that's three things. Literally 3 things. That's beautiful. For me,
but look at the detail. Like, that's like all diamond studded.
That's like 577 million naira pendant. Yeah. The detail the detail has to be worth it. I mean, oh my.
Nigeria is looking for money. Davido is wearing 500 and how many million on his neck? What? I wanted to say that. I wanted to chant a particular slogan that we chant very well in this country now, but I will leave that slogan alone because what is this?
Well, truthfully speaking, yeah, I'm on a part of the video this morning. I mean,
it's not like I am against him.
He's working hard. He's doing all that he's supposed to do as an artist, as an entertainer. Is keeping the smiles on our faces. Is making us, laugh, dance, jollificate, enjoy ourselves. If you look at all of the things that the video has done, and the fact that he is one of the biggest contributors to charity, you definitely understand that, man, this dude deserves to, treat himself to something special. And of course, he said, I turned sand into diamonds as he showed off 577, million naira pendant. Oh my goodness. So, let's just begin around. The new purchase of the pendant made by Davido is actually to commemorate the success of his timeless music album and his tour. And much like his album, its timeless piece, what about the equivalent of 577 million naira? Now, that pendant is everything gorgeous, everything wow, everything like, I literally feel like just, oh, bro.
The insurance on that pendant alone. So it's like, Davido is telling himself, okay, the timeless album succeeded. I mean, he did a global tour, for that particular album. And then he brought in the millions, like millions. I'm sure that Timeless has brought in at least, I'm just estimating because I've not gotten the numbers. Let's do somewhere closing inch to like $1 billion, naira or more, or calculate it.
Are you talking $1 billion naira?
I'm just being modest because me, I don't have the numbers. I will not say the one I don't know. So I'm saying let's assume that it has made about $1 billion, naira. Ain't it make that in US dollars? And it's like, I'm gonna take a percentage of that and thank myself for sitting down to write these amazing songs and putting in the work. He say my brother, he say myself, collect pendant.
But seriously, and I'm just looking at the details. You see, it's 30 BG, very boldly inscripted there, 30 BG. That is the 30 billion gang on both sides. 30 BG, 30 BG. Then you look at, oh my goodness, there's something that looks like a bow tie with some, dots of I don't know what I call that dots, but it literally looks like a clock shape, the up and
timeless,
down,
representing timeless.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous.
Francis, we are wise. Look at it. See the way we are breaking this thing down. Come on now, continue.
It's absolutely
Let's
gorgeous.
keep going forward.
And then there is a switch here, the sand switch that is turned upside down, the counting of time, and then the counting down.
Oh yeah.
And then let's see what else, what other details. Okay, there's a slight difference if you look at the top and the down part of the pendant. The top is more flowery, and then the downward part of it is a little bit, artistically embroidered in nature. Oh my goodness. Man, these jewelers did a massive creative job on this one. Obio, congratulations. That's all I got to say.
Take your roses.
Just take it, yeah? Enjoy, wear it with pride because you absolutely deserve it. So for me, that was the biggest story, and I'm saying congratulations, Obio, congratulations, Davido. We're all proud of you. We're all happy. You are killing it.
You're killing it.
Still
talking Davido this morning. Of course, Timeless is one of those albums that has brought a big buzz to the music and entertainment space in Nigeria, literally the globe. And we see the fact that we are about to see rap on Amapiano. Come on. Oh. This Nigerian celebrities, these Nigerian musicians are musicianing, So Davido is planning to remix I'm unavailable. Me, I'm available, but I'm unavailable for one. So I guess that's what Davido was saying. So, but he's planning to remix Unavailable with US star Leto, causing a buzz. Now he gave us a video teaser for this particular remix that he's about to do, and I think one of the the hit songs on that album Timeless is that song Unavailable. It has it's been used for challenges, it's been used for all kinds of things. Now he's moving further on that particular song to remix it with Lato, and we can just imagine what the blend of these two phenomenal singers is going to feel like on that particular song. More like, what exactly are we expecting out of a remix on Unavailable with the with the flair of Lato on it?
Well, whenever you see musicians get to do collaborations, it's definitely expected to be a little bit higher than what was before. If we look at other remixes that Davido has done, other remixes that African Nigerian musicians have done, you'll always find out that it comes out trending a lot more than the first song, the original song itself. And Latta has this unique flair, which of course trust when it's brought to the music scene, when it's brought to the studio, and then combine the chemistry between Lato and Davido, one can almost imagine it's going to be magical. And trust Nigerians, trust fans, we just can't wait. And I can almost anticipate that once the music is out, it's going to hit the numbers.
Yeah, the remix was actually due to be out yesterday, so I'm sure we are going to check somewhere around for that particular one, especially if it has a video content to it. But yes, due date for delivery was the 18th of August, which was yesterday, and I'm very, very sure we might have that cooking up somewhere for you to, be just entertained with. But yeah, a remix of Unavailable done with Latte, rap on Amapiano. You know that it was last week we were talking about the fact that this Amapiano thing is evolving into all kinds of things. So everyone is working on different versions of Amapiano. Now we are putting, the US style on it with her rap. It's just going to be something to look forward to.
Well, it's definitely something to look forward to. And in as much as this is not part of the focus, so there is something that has been making a buzz on social media of a certain, fine, amazing gentleman cycling all the way from Benue State to meet with Davido in Lagos State. So we had that the guy whose name is Emu Wook had been documenting his feed on his Twitter account in the hope of getting the singer's attention. However, he eventually succeeded, but his hopes were dashed when the singer asked him to turn around, that he was not home. But luckily for him, he'd already spent 8 days on his journey, and he refused to let up. He responded to his idol tweet saying, "I'm not going back, boss. I must present my gift to you at Davido, Benin State, heading to Ogun any moment from now." Well, eventually Davido caved in and asked for his account number, telling him to go back home and continue his journey after his return to Nigeria. People are doing things in this country. I'm making it big. What am I going to do? Where am I going to trek from Akwa Ibom to see somebody that would literally just change my life?
You can do it at all. You can do it at all. You can do travel at all. Travel and go and see. I don't even know.
Eat that done. Of all the things in this world. So now food, they bore me, I can't chop. You can't even, you can't even make it beautiful. How about, vacation or vacathon?
Come on.
So I just choose.
Even that one, I will join you.
Just choose 7 choicest locations within and outside Nigeria. And it would just be from one place to the other with a private jet and an entourage of.
But you want to meet
all the
someone
services. No, hold on first now. All these big people, they do vacations. So before even planning those vacations, I'll be going to where I know that our very own president, Ahmed Bola Tinubu, maybe he's vacating here, and I'll go there. I'll meet him, and then I'll go another place.
It's just like It's just like when you see Tony Lumelu wake up in Lagos and sleep in the United Kingdom, then wake up in UK and sleep in maybe where can I call in Texas, right? Like he knows where you're sleeping, you don't know where you're going to wake up, that kind of thing. So when you're rotating on the vacathon, you just be meeting those kinds of people. Because I have a 12 o'clock meeting in Manchester, and then I have a 3 o'clock in where now?
Amsterdam.
Like in Amsterdam,
yeah.
Yo, signing on the dotted line.
Amen. But it's gonna be a beautiful experience. Trust me. I just need to get sponsors. Just need to get people who are ready to sponsor, and then we'll get it.
Speaking of sponsors, we need those sponsors. Then me and you right now, just sitting on this rise and shine. We cuckoo need the sponsor, because if you don't, how people that are selling in the market are like, if you don't come and buy my goods, my guys going to return me back to the village. If you don't come and sponsor us, you want to send us back to the village. Come on. This is more like YouTubers doing, click on the notification button and make sure that you turn on.
Let me try
click on the subscribe button and make sure to turn the notification button so that you always have all our.
Calm down. You know how Backangel does it? Please subscribe.
So this year one is like, please do what now? Please sponsor. Please, this sponsorship is very important. You can't let me and Francis go to the village. We do not want to go to the village. So we're asking you to come and sponsor us on Rise and Shine. Sponsor a segment on Rise and Shine. But let's do a quick stride back to entertainment before
Okay, I'm trying to catch.
Before the spirit of Mackenzie.
I'm trying to catch my breath right now.
Okay.
I'm just trying to catch my breath.
Catch it.
I'm trying to catch my breath. Let's calm down.
It's like really excited this morning. You are really excited about something, but I'll help you move to the very next story. Of
No,
course.
wait, Nali.
I'm sorry.
I'm still breathing.
But we don't want to follow you and breathe now.
Thank you for waiting for me. Don't mind her. She's always like that. Yes, let's continue.
Yeah, I'm fast-paced. I live in a fast world. If I were not a broadcaster, I'd be a soldier.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
So you'll be living in the bush?
It's not all soldiers that live in the bush.
No, but that's what we're saying too. And eat agbado.
The agbado is not boiling. As you can see, the agbado in this country is not boiling. Leave agbado alone. Anyway, moving on from that, we see the fact that Ira Star is set to go on her first tour. I think tours are becoming a big thing, because I think I was having a conversation with someone who is into music, and they say like literally in certain spaces gone are the days where we invested in just doing albums in some kinds of way, because I mean all of the money with music and all the likes of entertainment is now on streaming platforms. So there are new ways around working working around albums. So when we see the likes of Ira Star now moving out to get on tours, and tours are a very strong way to immortalize your music. You take it nation to nation, city to city, put people together, make them to interface with the song, the message of your song, and then more like pushing out visibility on this particular work. And we must also commend the fact that Ira Star has, stood out in the last 1 year, and a half. The awards coming in, topping the chart. She's been out there. She's been invited to some of the very glamorous events in the world. I think it was BET Awards or one of those awards now that she was invited to sing early this year or late last year. So she's been out there putting out her music in such a way that now she believes that she can put all of that together and take it on. When I think of it, so I think of musicians in a long bus driving from city to city. But yeah, Max, that's part of what they also do. But Ira Star is moving to the nations to take a tour with her music.
Well, Ira Stars has been doing quite an amazing job from the age of 16, bringing it back to back, different music, different heat. I mean, one of our songs that still, get to my mind is Stability, just grooving to the Stability vibes. She's been a phenomenal, sensational singer in the industry, and has done a great job for herself, has done a lot to, put herself on the spotlight and continue to maintain that spotlight. And she has shown that she's one phenomenal artist that, a force that every person, every fan should literally, clamor to reckon with. And of course, the expectations are high. And like you said, just ways of getting closer to your fan base, ways of relating with new fan base is literally through, tours. I was having conversations with an artist in the US who is actually doing great. And then was like, I want to come back to Nigeria. I'm from Nigeria, but I have a great fan base here. I don't have that much fan base in Nigeria where I'm from.
Who knows?
And the last time I was in Nigeria was like 7 years ago. I've hosted a couple of, shows here, but I've never done one in Nigeria. And I'm feeling like I'm doing a disservice to myself and to my country. So why don't I go back and begin to intentionally let my people know me and know about my music and what I'm putting out there? And I'm like, yeah, that's actually a great thought. And then, the conversation went back and we were like, okay, so I'm trying to work out something so I know that every year I will make out time to be in Nigeria, host a couple of tours, a couple of shows, a couple of events, and all of that. So these offers opportunity for all of these entertainers to meet new, get to discover new fan base. Let's not even forget what is still making the buzz. The George Too Funny scenario. He has an entirely different, fan base as we speak because of just one act. stepping outside his comfort zone and going on the America Got Talent, platform. So that is literally the new way to go. So, in as much as some netizens are wondering why, Ayra Starr had to stay this long before going on the tour, you never can tell. I mean, this thing's a plan. It takes a lot.
There's really no use in following the bandwagon. Not because, person A, B, or C, is doing this particular thing. You need to do it in their own timing. I mean, you have to wait till your timing is right. It's not a loop thing that everybody just gets into. There's a lot of modalities. There's money involved. There's sponsorship involved. There's the psychological balance and emotional readiness to do all of that. So yes, Ayra Starr is in her time. She's in her moment. She's on her lane. She's not late because she's not running another person's race. Now that she has decided to do her tour, it's the right time for her music. You don't even, and I think it's also good in terms of doing this tour after she has built, like you said about the musician you were talking about. She has already built influence with her music globally. It's easier for her to go on a tour and be embraced in most cities of the world that she would get into. So Ayra Starr is on time with her tour, with this one.
Well, definitely she is. But the controversial story of this week for me is yours truly, Portable. So Portable came out to say that if he doesn't get to win any award on merit, he's going to literally buy it up for himself. And I had to take a sip of soda and just simmer down that thought a bit. So I know that in the entertainment industry, we've had scenarios or situations where people literally just buy awards. Maybe they get to an organizer or the organizers of the award, and then they pay a certain amount of money, and then they're given awards just to have award plaques on their walls or frame it on their leave it in their offices. But getting to hear Portable say this just takes my mind to the fact that might be getting to a point where people no longer value awards, because literally once people step into your office, they might be thinking, oh, you probably paid for it. I mean, there are people whose offices you enter and you see awards literally practically everywhere, every corner of the office. And there are persons you enter and you just see 1, 2, 3. And then it begs for the question, why would Portable even think of, purchasing an award? Doesn't he believe in himself? That's a question netizens are asking. By the way, does Uncle Portable not believe in himself enough to know that, okay, I've gotten a few nominations so far since making entrance into the music industry? I've gotten a couple of nominations. So if I've been able to get nominations based on, merit, one day, someday, I will be able to win an amazing award on merit as well. Why think of buying in the first place?
Well, it just shows where his head is. And then, I would have said something, but it concern us. It's not really, concern us at the end of the day. Or that Portable, it depends on what platform he wants to go and buy, this awards from. Remember, he was nominated just when he came out for One Heady Thingy, and he misrepresented himself on that platform, and that nomination was withdrawn. So it's not even like, Portable does not have what it takes to be nominated by merit. When you look at his precedents, at least at the time when his music came out, if he had calmed down, if Portable had calmed down, he probably might have bagged that particular award, and he would not have been, in the need to now put all the monies together and go and buy one for himself, and make it look like he succeeded when you didn't. But then, I really don't think you should doubt his ability to win on merit, because he has done it before. He's been nominated before on merit, so he should just stay true to his art, try to live out of the bulk of controversy that his entire career is built on. And let's see, who knows, if he reconciles his actions with his music in a couple more years, 1 or 2, he can actually bag himself an award.
Well, I do hope that he gets his mind off it and know that the award that makes you feel most fulfilling is that one that has been given to you based on merit. And he actually does have everything that it's required to get, nominated and actually voted in to get the award. He just needs to work on his attitude a little bit, and then, of course, fine-tune it, and then not try to be the bad guy or the street guy or the our guy every time of the day, especially when it comes to organized event like that. But moving away from that, we know that rapper Tory Lanez has been locked in an LA county jail amid fear of reprisals as the rapper begins 10-year sentence for shooting Megan Thee Stallion. Now, a little bit around that. American rapper Tory Lanez is being held in solitary confinement for fear of attacks by other inmates as L.A. Notorious County Jail as he begins his 10-year sentence for shooting former friend Megan Thee Stallion. According to information, wardens are checking on the hip-hop star every 30 minutes in the administrative segregation unit that has previously housed O.J. Simpson and that 70s show rapist Danny Matheson. Lanez, who is 31, real name Daystar Peterson, pleaded with Judge David Harriford to give him some sort of alternative that is not prison, as he was sentenced last week for the 2020 gun attack after a pool party at Kylie Jenner's house.
It's troubling. I'd say it's troubling when you see people of influence and celebrities get themselves into this kind of mesh. It's a whole big problem. How do you pull out a gun on someone who's your friend in the first place? Also considering your status in the community. When it gets down to this point, and then you're going to try to get the judge to understand that you were once a good person in the society, something came over you and you just decided to shoot, a fellow person, and here you are today. 10 years in jail is a lot of time. 10 years of what he might have done with his career and other areas of his life stalled because of a bad decision. Now, when you're asking that the judge should review what your punishment is like, are you considering the harm that you put to the next person, the family, how they are having to bear that loss, or the difficulties that may have arisen as a result of your ineptitude? There's just a lot to consider at this point, and I think the detail that stands out for me with regards to this is when you're naming the celebrities that have passed through that particular confinement that that he is at the moment. It's just like, okay, there is even a thing such as that. So this is just like saying, me too. I stay in the prison where Nelson Mandela was held in South Africa.
Because let me stay outside. I can visit the prison for tourism's sake. But to go and stay in that prison, I don't want to. But it's crazy, though. It's crazy that we take for granted the most important things that is given to us, literally. I mean, you have your freedom, you have the wealth, you have the fame. Why allow yourself to be angry to a point that, you take an action that will affect you and the next person? I remember seeing a video of a black lady advising brothers and sisters, and she was like, it doesn't take anything for you to just speak to yourself in that brief moment of you feeling so angry that the next action you might take might literally put you before a judge. And once it puts you before a judge, the evidences against you might lead you to jail. So why not notch it down on your ego? Why not notch it down on your emotions? Why not just say, you know what? You ain't worth it, bro. You ain't worth it, sis. My freedom is priceless. Now, when you get to the point of talking to yourself under such circumstances, you find out a lot of people will actually be able to, avoid this challenge. And it's also very important to note that at least 12 people have died in Los Angeles County Jail since June 1. That's just between June, including Joseph Hutchison, who was found stabbed to death in the Men's Central Jail on August 4. Of course, Tory is also placed on suicide watch and is allowed to shower every other day and only allowed into the jailhouse ground for 3 hours a week. So you find yourself who used to be, walking around, having a good time, going wherever you want to go, not being able to do all of those things. And then the suicide thoughts comes because, of course, what is worse than, a celebrity finding himself being molested by gangs inside the jailhouse or being stabbed to death by just anybody in the jailhouse, which of course can actually happen unless, of course, by the actions of it is being, secluded from every other jail inmate.
I think that also informs, when you hear that they have a different confinement, like in a different place where they are held in the process of time. But 10 years is a long time. But then he needs to pay for what he did, right? So that we can have more saner people in the society. But don't you feel like taking a break? We're supposed to take a first chance. I like how that one came out. Let's take a first chance.
I think some